Another glorious morning out in the African bush. We've got a bit of cloud cover, but there's something beautiful about this morning. It's feeling more and more springy every single day, and soon it will be upon us. Oh, and I can't wait. I can feel it. I can feel it in the air. It's me, Trishala. I've got Gert on camera. Yay! And we are on an area or on a road called Western Quarantine. Now, there were a couple of reports of leopards sawing last night, a lion roaring. So a lot has gone on while we were sleeping. For now, let's focus on our giraffe. So this giraffe's been staring out into the distance, and I was wondering, what could it be staring at? And I think it's just looking at another game drive vehicle that's been driving around. Giraffe is so alert, and if you can imagine from that height, they can see a lot. Oh, look at you! Oxpecker is sitting right on top of that ossicone. The ossicone are those two structures at the top of the giraffe's head. You can see that this bull has got quite a bit of balding going on at the top of those ossicones. You can see kind of the stump very well. Now those are two bits of bone, so they're not like horns. Horns have a keratin sheath. These are, I guess, kind of like the middle of horns. So an antelope's horn, the middle bit, there is a bit of bone. So if it breaks off the horn, it hurts. There's blood vessels, there's nerves, etc. But with a giraffe, instead of there being keratin sheath around it, it's just a protrusion from the skull.
Great, lovely. We're still with this elephant here. It looked like elephant during this season quite a lot. The elephant tend to have the attention for it from foraging and suitable species as far as amarula trees and really consuming quite a lot of leaves of a certain species of a tree, which is really amazing. You find them eating twigs, roots, bark, and it's really the favorite food of an elephant. It's unbelievable. Great, we see members of this herd come down to drink water. It looks like the rest, they're not yet, or they've been here. It's just a matter of some buffalo that haven't come here. They're still on the herd itself. They look like they're gonna come in slowly by surely, but it is something that they do it in a very slow pace. I thought maybe it's just a matter of they're at the water hole. Most of cases, because buffalo, they do have experience moving from one area to another. In some of the area where it's high predators concentrations around water source, you have to be very careful. You need to take your time, not to just simply get into the water as you think, because lions, they learn to ambush around water. So water all the time, there's no safety. You have to first check around what to do and what not to do. Great, beautiful. We have this Egyptian geese. Unbelievable, very territorial species. They're just behind the tree here. You can hear them calling. Beautiful. Look at that. Perfect light, beautiful color that they have. It's unbelievable species. They're very territorial. While you are away, we witnessed these guys coming in, and there was two Egyptian geese that were here. They were pushed off by these two. It looked like these are territorial and dominating in this water hole.
We've got some tiny little birds called yellow-fronted canaries. Now this is one of them. The other one has hopped off to the right somewhere. Oh, just like that. and they've been hopping around in this bush willow. But we actually stopped here because the bird calls were unbelievable. There were fork-tailed drongos, black-back puffbacks, all sorts of gorgeous little birds. There seems to be a party around. So while we're waiting to spot another set of movement that we can hone in on, I hope that you can hear some of the bird calls. So we're in the riverine thicket at the moment. We're just on the edge of the riverbed, and that's why there are so many birds here. It's such a beautiful area for them. There's so much diversity of plant life, so much food. They're loving it. So we've been looking for the lions all morning. We started off looking for the male, and he's gone on an adventure. We don't know where he is, but coming up this way, I was just looking at tracks of lions on the road. I looked up, and lo and behold, they're all having a nap, and they're looking really good. Now, this is some of the lions that we saw yesterday, plus a few more. They have moved a bit from where they were, and we were actually going to go up and check the dam because we figured they might have gone there, but it seems that they have moved further from the dam, and the rest of the pride has come to join. So this is fantastic news. This is the big lioness from the Talamati breakaway pride, with all 5 sub-adults surrounding her, and she's looking like she is definitely working through some of that meat from the gigantic food belly she had yesterday and enjoying some of that morning sun. Oh, I am so happy right now. A whole family of elephants having a drink at the dam. What a perfect way to end a morning safari. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You always hope for that surprise at the dam with something coming down to drink, but especially when it's a herd of elephants, it makes your heart so happy. They're all looking quite peaceful still, but I can definitely believe the youngsters in this herd, after having that boost of nice cold water, have probably got a little bit of extra energy as they move off. Everyone seems to get playful and excited around a waterhole. There's something very special about elephants coming down to water. Everything from the way they jog towards it at the end, oh, there's another herd coming in, and Paul, that's amazing. You see, everyone meets at the waterholes. Oh, with more babies. Hi. But from that jog and the excited head shakes as they come in that little one has just shown us, to the way that they all just seem to relax but at the same time get really excited at a waterhole. It's very special. Dark Mane Lover, thank you so much for joining us for the Sunrise Safari. I'm happy to hear that you have enjoyed it. It really has been a very diverse one. We've been lucky with the elephants here, the elephants at Pride, and buffaloes. Very cool to see buffaloes always. All of the little things, the flowers, the birds, the lions, of course, and some really interesting conversations today too. And what a good way to end off with elephants having an interaction at the dam. Everyone's getting, or the adults at least, are getting a bit upset. It looks like they're starting to move. So somewhere in one of these interactions, some of the adults are not feeling as good as they were about initially meeting up at the waterhole. But what a way to end it off at a waterhole with the elephants. Absolutely stunning. This was the perfect way for me to end my morning. So I hope that it was a good one for you too. Thank you very much for joining myself and Paul, Trish, the whole team. We've absolutely loved having you with us this morning. And if you want to keep the action going, join us for Live at the Waterholes. It's now on YouTube as well. Amazing pairing up with Africam, with multiple cameras around Africa, around the bush, to bring you wildlife from the waterhole. But other than that, for us, it is time to say goodbye. So we'll see you at 2:30 p.m. Central African time for our sunset safari. Hopefully we're just as lucky as we have been today, and I'm really hoping the elephants stick around in the area. But thanks again for all of the fun, for all of the interactions. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you later.